Welcome to the 8th annual Baltimore Music Awards. My name is Don McKay, and for the next hour, we're going to celebrate Baltimore. This town is stacked with talent and a rich history. Famous residents have included Edgar Allan Poe and Frederick Douglass, jazz musician James U.B. Blake, singer Billie Holiday, and baseball legend Babe Ruth, just to name a few. The Baltimore Music Awards honors the achievements of Baltimore's lifestyle and entertainment community. This was our biggest year yet, with over 38,774 votes being cast. The winners were determined by you, the fans. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Yeah, HR, High Roller Records, Diamond K. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. In the dark or when it's sunny. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. In the dark or when it's sunny. She said she wants some money, but I ain't got no cash. Straight to the app store, download it real fast. She said she wants some money, but I ain't got no cash. Straight to the app store, download it real fast. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. In the dark or when it's sunny. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. Shorty about making that money. In the dark or when it's sunny.
Hit my cash app. Hit my cash app. Hit my cash app.
What's going on? It's Jay Jackson Live, and hey, I'm here to tell you about the 8th annual BMAs. First of all, I gotta say I'm so excited to even have an 8th annual BMAs and stuff, and it wasn't easy, starting this thing. Let me tell you a little bit about the BMAs, the Baltimore Music Awards. Basically, the Baltimore Music Awards is something that's thrown every year to acknowledge you, yes, you, out there for your talents and your efforts and your achievements that you do. And one thing I can say about Baltimore is the BMAs was definitely needed. It was a time where people was not being acknowledged for their efforts unless they were being played on traditional radio or people were seeing them on TV or anything like that. And we need to acknowledge our people out there. No, you don't get a Grammy. No, you was not out there getting Oscars or anything like that. But in our own community, it was something needed that we needed to make happen right there in real time to acknowledge our people. We wanted to be able to give different entertainers or other people, people of interest, I like to say that, a platform that they can bring their mothers or their kids and show them this is what I'm doing.
Hey guys, this is Justin.
And this is Jared.
Out the Box Radio Show every Thursday right here on Radioonfire.
That's right. Now we are here to announce the nominees for Web Series of the Year for the Baltimore Music Awards.
Let's get into it.
Right,
First nominee, Bad News Baltimore.
After that, we have T Styles presents Be More Chicks.
Love it.
Our third nominee, Silk White presents Love Hurts.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
And our last nominee is Kimmy A. Workman presents Shock Nation.
All right. That's some good lineups.
I'm excited to see who the winner is.
I'm excited to see all 4 shows when I go home.
Me too. So, we're going to get into it.
All right.
And the winner for the Web Series of the Year 2018 is Bad News Baltimore. Coming up next is the album or mixtape of the year. First up, YGG3 from YGG Tay. Only Hope 2, YBS Scola. Baltimore Boomin', 4.5, Fortune Boomin'. And last but not least, Adolescence Swim, Drenata. Sounds good. Let's find out the winners. And the winner for the album/mixtape of the year 2018 is Only Hope 2, YBS Scola.
Hey, what's going on? This is Conway. I'm the host of Talk to Con. You can catch me here on Radioonfire Mondays 7 to 8 p.m. And I'm here to, present the nominees for Best Female Rap of the Year. Nominees are Infinity Garnett, Neffy Raps, Star Faces, and Drenata. And the winner is
Drenata.
It's hard to get people to believe in what you're doing, to take you seriously for what you're doing. If you're not working at a 9-to-5 job, or you're not in the biggest music video or anything. So, sitting down talking to Diamond and, us having these crazy different conversations about how this was needed. And I'm so glad that it happened. It happened in the first year. It was packed, sold out. And then people seeing, man, this is something that's needed. People brought their mothers, their grandmamas, their aunties, their kids, and they were able to get awards. We're able to acknowledge people in the Hall of Fame for people that put a lot of work in and their efforts throughout the years to helping people and paying it forward and trailblazing. So that was needed because a lot of people didn't know the different efforts that people in Baltimore and the things they did. So being able to have that platform to be able to show other people their efforts, it kept growing. Because each year a new generation comes out with talents and different ideas. So we wanted to make sure that you out there, have a platform, but it just don't stop today. We want to continue this thing throughout the years. We want to acknowledge all of the people for their efforts, acknowledge the people that go in the Hall of Fame, because each year somebody great. We got to acknowledge them. So I want to say all of y'all out there, in BMA world, celebrate yourself. Hashtag celebrate everyone's success. I like to say that. And, congratulate everybody for their efforts. Whether you won, whether you're a nominee, or hey, maybe not this year you're a nominee, but nominate yourself, nominate a friend, nominate somebody for their efforts and their achievements, man. And let's go ahead and celebrate the Baltimore Music Awards. Congratulations.
Scola is a Baltimore-based singer, dancer, musician, and writer. Known by many as the fifth member of the multi-platinum R&B group Dru Hill.
They would tell the world they added me to the group for whatever reason, but the fucking truth is Jazz actually quit the group. And I felt like can't nobody replace Jazz. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, who gonna replace him? You feel me? But I demoed some records. I wrote some records with him. I referenced them, and Def Jam was like, "Well, damn, who's that singing?" So they, so they were like, "That's the boy Scola, man." He was like, "All right, bring him up." We go to Def Jam. I got the approval from the label, and they was like, "Yo, why don't you just come and rock out with us?" But I told them no like 3 times. I felt like I wanted to see the original Dru Hill. I didn't want to come in, the fans be mad at me or mad at the group. I didn't want to mess up the chemistry because it was already there. But once we started recording, it was almost like I was a perfect fit.
Right.
I mean, even though I'm a little taller and all that, right? But it was like a perfect fit, like talent-wise, vocal-wise, writing-wise. And when Jazz decided to come back, they just decided to keep it at 5.
Right.
The label loved it. We went on tour, and I can't lie, man. Like,
how was that, yo? I mean,
man, it was like running with Michael Jordan, like the Bulls, the year that they was kicking everybody's ass. I'm gonna be honest, like to be able to be up there with them brothers, like on the road, smashing. I mean, it was like incredible, man.
Scola first gained notoriety as a solo artist with hits like Let's Get Personal, and Mood for Love from his debut album, One Love, One Struggle.
I had labels and stuff that was trying to get at us back then, right? But fame wasn't really my thing. I like the money. Like, you know, we hustlers at heart.
Right.
So I figured, you know, Let's Get Personal. We fought to get it on the radio, and it did numbers. It did numbers to the point where record companies was wondering how we was getting 30-something spins a week. And the buzz was just, it was crazy. Like, people thought I was signed to a major because of the production and the way we presented everything back then.
After he toured the world with Dru Hill, Scola still found time to collab with childhood friends Ruff Endz and link up with legendary Baltimore producer Rod Lee to create the smash hit Why You Beefing With Me.
Man, Rod Lee, I've been a fan of Rod's. Rod, he's been a fan of mine for a while, and we just hooked up. We was in the studio, and listened to some of his beats, and I was telling him about a situation about, you know, this girl who I was ready to work with, but I didn't know she had liked me or whatever, and she ended up calling my phone, you know, flirting with me, and her boyfriend happened to hear. You know, so he called my phone and, you know, blah, 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 threatening to do this, that, and the other, and I'm telling him, like, man, look, your girl called me on me, like, I'm trying to get her off the phone for real, and that conversation just turned, I started singing a melody, so Rod was like, man, you think it's a joke? We should record it. We recorded it, he leaked the record out, and now it's a banger in the clubs. Like, I can't believe people love that record.
Please join us in welcoming Scola to the Baltimore Music Awards Hall of Fame and take a look as we surprise him live on stage during a Ruff Endz concert in Baltimore with his Hall of Fame induction.
So this person right here is one of the people that seen two young men from Baltimore, from actually right in our neighborhood, right from our neighborhood, you know, and seen something better in us. You know, all of our friends was hustlers or whatever the case is. I got friends that still serving time that went in jail when we came out as Ruff Endz right now. So this person really put us on track with getting our lives in order and getting things on track as far as becoming the Ruff Endz that you see today. So I want to invite somebody on stage. I want to invite somebody on stage while we get into the story from the BMAs. Can I get our officiary from the BMAs to join me on stage? Can we get Ruff Scola to come to the front of the stage? Look, what's going on right now is brotherly love. I want y'all to make some noise right now. Because let me explain to you. We was two young boys from Everson and Monroe that looked up to this brother right here. I want y'all to make some noise for that, man. Come on. Can we do that, black people? Come on. Already. You know what I mean? Because of what he did. Already. So good, man. EA. Woo! That's love. Yeah, baby. So I gotta say this real quick. That's why it's important for you to be what you are called to be. Absolutely. Because you don't know who you're inspiring in the moment, in the present moment that you are being. Right. You follow me? So I appreciate you, man, for not taking the streets. I know it was pulling on you. But I appreciate you for standing, man, and doing something different. Coming around the way, inviting us to the first video shoot. You know what I mean? That said, you know what? I was in this first video. I was like this. I was in it, but you didn't see me. I got edited out. Let's get personal. But I'm still in it. Let's get personal, baby. You know what I mean? So I just love you. I wanna honor. We wanna honor this brother right here because he meant a lot to the city. So could we just all show some love? I want you to make some noise on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's make some noise for Ruff Scola in the house. And can we have the Baltimore Music Awards come up to the front, please? Here we go. Hold on. We got my man Diamond K that represents the Baltimore Music Awards. He's gonna come up and say a few words real quick. Here we go. How y'all doing? Hey. My name is Diamond K. This is my man. I know this man, Ruff Scola Dinero. Oh, man. Back when I was pushing one of my first records called Are You the Bomb? Are you the bomb? Are you the bomb? Excuse me. Are you the bomb?
Big blow up, bitch. And we done touched a lot of stages with Foe, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You was working Let's Get Personal.
Right.
Which was my joint.
Amen.
And we've been doing the Baltimore Music Awards for 8 years. And we've never done nothing like how we rate you right now.
Wow.
The first person that's going in the Hall of Fame 2018, I wanted to come here personally and present you with the Hall of Fame award, Scola, for all of your achievements. You've been in the groups, you've been solo, you've always represented Baltimore to the fullest. So definitely I want to congratulate you, much continued success to you.
Man, I appreciate
the city loves you, and I love you, brother.
Man. Man, y'all fucked me up with this one, excuse my French. Y'all make some motherfucking noise! Yo, real quick, man. I go by the name of Scola Dinero. Started off as Ruff Scola back in the day. I gotta show some love to my man, Diamond K. My brothers, Ruff, Endz, man. To all of y'all who've been supporting our black asses from day one, man, for having the dream. Man, y'all don't know what this means, man. Like, real talk. I didn't did award shows, man, but when you can come home and get inducted into the Baltimore Hall of Fame, man, like, this is big, man. I really appreciate this, yo. Love y'all, yo. Real talk, man. Wow. We gotta do something, man. There's 3 of us up here. We gotta do something.
Yeah, you gotta do something. Can you bless us? Can we? Y'all wanna hear from Scola tonight? Say yeah! So we gotta let you do your thing, man.
The DJ too, or y'all? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
What's up? Call me. That's me so stupid. What's up, dog?
Hold on,
Call me. That's me so stupid.
Yeah. Okay, now we ready to rock out. Yo, we ready to rock out. Yeah.
That's me so stupid.
One more time, yo. Yeah.
And his girlfriend.
In the middle, y'all. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. He turned my phone and I'm screaming about the things he'll do to me. Hey. Yo, if you could just imagine all the sexy sounds she made for me. What she say, yo? What she say, yo? What she say, yo? Hey, can you believe it? This clown was selling them for a phone. Hey. Boy, watch your tongue, 'cause I don't take press like you stuff going in my phone. Why you beefing with me? She told me. Everybody, come on. No, I ain't gonna turn it down. Hell no, I ain't gonna turn it down. Beefing with me. Come on. Everybody sing it loud. No, I ain't gonna turn it down. Yo, straight off the break, she told me that she didn't have a man at home. Hey, motherfucker. Hey. Something told me that I should have left her sexy ass alone. I flew it anyway, so yo, it ain't worth it. Told me I suggest you let it go. Hey, what is it about that this shit is why you can play detective on your own? Why you beefing with me? She told me. No, I ain't gonna turn it down. No, I ain't gonna turn it down. Why you beefing with me? She chose me. No, I ain't gonna turn it down.
hell no, I ain't gonna turn it down. Why you beefing with me? She chose me, can't you see? No, I ain't gonna turn it down. Hell no, I ain't gonna turn it down. Why you beefing with me? She chose me, can't you see? No, I ain't gonna turn it down. Hell no, I ain't gonna turn it down. Hey, that DJ Eli know what he do. Talk about the name of Scola Dinero, y'all. Yo, I want to say what's up, and thank you to my boys, Ruff. Say thank you to my boy Diamond K, man. I really appreciate the award. Mark Clark, I love you, man, with all my heart. I appreciate all the support, man, and thank, man, it's so lovely to see y'all here tonight, man. Make some motherfucking noise for yourself. Say yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
This year we added several new categories. One of them is the Barbershop of the Year. And we simply asked people to nominate their favorite Baltimore-based barbershop. And the finalists are 3D Styles, Celebrity Cuts by Dev, Vince's Barbershop, Royal Razor Barbershop. And the winner of the 2018 BMA Barbershop of the Year is Celebrity Cuts by Dev.
Now I'm gonna say this is a category definitely close to my heart right here. You know, this is for Radio Show of the Year. Now, I have Radio Show of the Year. I mean, you gotta come with it. First of all, shouts out to everybody that create a platform for other people to be heard about. So I wanna make sure to give shouts out there to everybody. But only can be one winner, one of BMAs. So let's get to it. For the Radio Show of the Year,
The Ricky Smiley Show, Animal House, I Want Luscious TV, and The Industry Weekly. And the winner of the 2018 Radio Show of the Year for the Baltimore Music Awards is The Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, this is Devin. I'm coming from the Radioonfire Sports Show. You can catch us Monday nights, 8:30ish, whenever, Diamond's ready to put us on. But I'm here to introduce the nominees for the DJ of the Year. We've got DJ Flo, DJ Nelly Nell, DJ Manny, and DJ Claxton. Good luck. And the winner is
DJ Nelly Nell. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we had over 38,000 people participate in the voting process. That is our biggest number yet. And next year, we hope to have even more people participate in the Baltimore Music Awards. So with that being said, here to perform her single, Spirit, please welcome the very lovely Kay Holloway.
My spirit a take me, my spirit a take me, hey. My spirit a take me tonight, oh Lord, how will I be? My spirit a take me, my spirit a take me, hey. My spirit a take me tonight, oh Lord, how will I be? Hey, sip, sip. Have a little more. Shit, every time I say that, Vicky's dropping to the floor. He don't really love you, he don't really care. My heart too red like diamonds and he I don't really know who's coming out tonight in me, but I know these demons are alive in me. Oh baby, come true, baby, come true. When I come true, when I call you, oh, this a rude girl, but I love you, even though I know you. Spirit a take me, my spirit a take me, hey. My spirit a take me tonight, oh Lord, who will I be? Spirits are take me. The spirits are take me. Hey. The spirits are take me tonight, oh Lord, who will I be? Listen, listen, sip, sip, have a little more. Shit, every time I say that, Vicky's dropping to the floor. He don't really love you, he don't really care. My heart to roll like diamonds, and this is all a show. He puts it on tonight. For me, attention's on the phone until the morning light. You see? Oh, when I ring and I call you, and you not pick it up at all when I ring you. How you try to shame the God, I wanna ring you. It's only liquor I am. Spirits are take me. Spirits are take me. Hey, the spirits are take me tonight. Oh Lord, who will I be? Spirits are take me. Spirits are take me. Hey. The spirits are take me tonight, oh Lord, who will I be? Listen, listen, hey, sip, sip, have a little more. She every time I say that, Vicky's dropping to the floor. He don't really love you, he don't really care. My heart to it like diamonds, and he play it like a fire, 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 fire. Ooh. Who will I be? I be. Who will I be? I be. Who will I be? I be. Will I be? Who will I be? I know how the devil feels, and she needs love too. Yes, she needs love too. Yes, she needs love too. I know how the devil feels, and she needs love too. Yes, she needs love too. Yes, she needs love too. She needs love too.
Our next Hall of Fame inductee, the jammer, Jeff Daniels. He has worked in radio and in broadcasting and media for many years. He's even been our announcer here at the Baltimore Music Awards since we started back in 2011. I've worked with him even at wrestling events where he was the announcer for many of those. His passion in sports and media and his knowledge of broadcasting is unmatched. Let's take a look at the jammer. Radio legend, the jammer Jeff Daniels, grew up in West Baltimore. Inspired to get into broadcasting by listening to Hall of Fame sports announcer Chuck Thompson and the legendary radio personality Tim Watts.
Just listening to the radio. I wasn't really a music fan, Just listening to, we grew up in Baltimore, was a city that had Fat Daddy, Hot Rod, some big time radio personalities, Brian and O'Brien, Willie B, good jocks, so, I would listen, and really I listened to a lot of Oriole games because every Oriole game is televised now, but back then they weren't. You were lucky to see an Oriole game, especially from Memorial Stadium, maybe once a year. You had to
Once a year?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe. Most of the games were away games because they wanted that money. They didn't want you sitting home watching the game. They wanted you to come on out to Memorial Stadium and eat up them hot dogs and spend your money on, So I listened to a lot of ball games and just Chuck Thompson and Bill O'Donnell and I said, wow, I would love to do that. And, then I started out playing gospel at WEBB 30 years ago. And
The Jammer got his big break in radio as a personality on V103 and VTV in Baltimore.
And I have seen so much of the world. I'm one of the rare people that got a chance to go overseas and do radio.
The Jammer recalls the time he packed up and went to Guam to be a radio personality on a station that was changing their format as one of his standout radio moments.
And that's 21 hours away from here. So, that was
on a plane?
No, Diamond. I thought I would swim.
On a boat? 21 hours on a plane?
On a plane.
Is far.
It's far.
That's far.
You're halfway around the world.
Yeah. Wow.
Because like on Guam now, it's probably Monday night, Monday evening. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're ahead of us, 14 hours ahead. But
What
stuff like that, man.
That's
the business
crazy.
used to be, very plentiful. If you were worth your weight in water, you could always find yourself a job somewhere. Nowadays, you can't beat the automation machine.
Yeah.
And things like that. So
the Jammer loves making people happy, and being able to be colorful and different really make it worthwhile. Whether it's his knowledge of baseball, football, pro wrestling.
And I benefit from it because I did a show. I did Afternoon Drive in Waco, Texas, and I did that show from Baltimore. Because it was much cheaper to, me, Christina Kelly. I don't know if you remember her. She was on PGC.
Yep.
For years, she did the midday, and we would do the voice tracks, condense them, send them on down to Waco, and it sounded like I was sitting right in Waco, Texas. Only thing I know about Waco, Texas is the Branch Davidians.
And that was a long time ago.
And that was a long time ago, and that was some scary stuff.
Super scary, yeah.
So
Wow.
that, the business has changed. A lot of the good ones. Not too many legends are left on the air in this area. I can't really think of any that's really still going. I really can't think of any, I'm still going.
The Jammer is truly one of the great ones. Please join us in welcoming the Jammer, Jeff Daniels, to the Baltimore Music Awards Hall of Fame 2018.